Hey everyone, what is going on? So there's a few things I'd like to discuss with you today. The first one being an awesome event that I'm going to get into in just a moment, and the other thing is going to be some changes that came to the PvP system, and I will talk to you about that soon. It's if you haven't updated the game, you shouldn't have it yet. You have to update it in order to get these changes. But first, let's go ahead and talk about this event. So it's going to be Tuesday, November 19th at 1 p.m. PST to Tuesday, November 26th at 1 p.m. PST. So whatever time that is for you. For me, it's going to be 4 p.m. EST. But whatever time that is for you, and that is 8 days. So what is this event? So you do get a guaranteed charge TM from 3-star raids. Not 3-star and higher raids, just 3-star raids. So you do get a guaranteed charge TM. Now this is a perfect way to really rack in those TMs. So why is that? Well, as you know, this event is 8 days. So if you only want to use your free pass, it's totally fine. You could do that. And then you'll get a guaranteed 8 charge TMs. And 8 charge TMs is definitely going to be a lot. So if you're only using your free regular pass and no premium raid passes, you're guaranteed to get 8 charge TMs. Well, actually 9 charge TMs. You know why? Because if you save your pass on November 18th and you don't do any raid that day, on November 19th, you'll be able to use 2 passes. So that's a total of 9 guaranteed charge TMs. So, hey, 9 charge TMs is nothing to laugh at. If you want to go all in, you could do multiple 3-star raids a day. You could pack in those charge TMs, get a bunch of them, and really stack up. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing quite a bit of raids, but I can't wait for that. So that is the event, and definitely stack up those charge TMs. I know I will be. So let's go ahead and talk about those new changes. So I'm jumping into some battles with jokes. Now, I wasn't trying to win. I just wanted to show you guys some of the new changes that are coming in. So as you can see, my charge TM is like dim, right? You know, and it doesn't really brighten up until you reach the charge move. So that's one minor change for me. I don't mind it. I mean, I don't necessarily like this, right? But I'm okay with it. Like, it doesn't do anything for me. I could understand it being a problem to some people if they're like playing on like a low brightness on their phones because they want to save battery or whatever. Then I totally see this being a problem because it would be really difficult to see. But if you might want to consider playing on a higher brightness when you're in tournaments or even just practicing, because it could be difficult to see. So not the worst change in the world, but it's also not the greatest in you know, it's okay. For me, it's okay. I don't mind this. Like, I'll take it, but I don't necessarily like it, but I don't hate it. So let me know how you feel about that, guys. But so that's that change, and we're going to get into another change in just a moment after we get hit by this ice beam. So it is going to be an ice beam. It's going to do a decent amount of damage to us. Another problem is, okay, so he's going to get off his charge move, and I decide not to shield, so we get hit with an acid spray, and we do go ahead and go for this bug charge move, right? So we're going for the charge move, hitting him, and I'm clicking on that switch icon. I know you can't see it, but I'm clicking as fast as I can on that switch icon. That is correct, guys. You can no longer switch after you use a charge move or during a charge attack. Right after this, I am currently clicking right now to try and switch. That invisible switch box has been removed. They patched it up. They quote unquote fixed it. Now, I know this is going to be really disappointing for a lot of people, myself included. I don't like this. However, I also understand why they patched it up, because at the end of the day, it is an invisible box. It's probably not meant to be there, right? I mean, it was probably a mistake. It was probably a glitch, and they're just deciding to fix it right now. So no more switching during a charge attack or right afterwards to get the fast switches. So definitely disheartening. It's definitely unfortunate. We're going to have to get used to it, because I was certainly used to that. Unfortunately, it no longer exists, so you cannot switch that fast anymore. I mean, you can still switch fast, you can still catch charge moves, right? You can still do a lot of things, but you cannot switch during the charge move and afterwards, and that's really unfortunate. That is the biggest thing that I think most people are going to be upset about and not like. I was also talking to Jokes, and he said it's harder to switch even outside of that. It's just like sometimes hard to switch. He said he basically pretty much had to stop attacking in order to switch. I personally haven't noticed that. I don't think. I'm going to have to do more practice. We only did 4 games and that was it. I haven't done any more. So I'm definitely going to be practicing a lot. But yeah, I haven't noticed it being super, super difficult to switch outside of that. But I'm definitely going to be testing more. But if you guys think it is, definitely let me know in the comments down below, because I'll be really interested in hearing about it. But yeah, those are really the big impacts. I haven't really noticed much of anything else that has changed. I know that your charge move is like pulsing, like it's pulsing, like you know, if that makes sense. It's like blinking when it's ready and when you could use a charge move. Like right now, as you can see, the ice beam is blinking. I don't think that has been there before. This doesn't bother me. I mean, in fact, I would say it's a good change. I don't care about that either way. The dullness, I could totally see being an issue. I know Jokes had said he doesn't like it. I totally get that. As I said, for me, I'll take it or leave it. It's not the worst change in the world. But yeah, at the end of the day, these changes, although I'm not a huge fan of them, they're not as bad as they have been in the past, where we all complained to Niantic to go back to how it was, right? The only thing I think most players are going to really, really, really care about is switching during a charge attack, myself included. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know about these changes. As you can see right now, after we won, the screen also goes a little bit darker. That definitely hasn't been there before because I've never noticed it. So yet another change, but another change that doesn't affect the gameplay at all. So again, I don't care about that. But yeah, let me know what you think of these changes, and let me know if you've noticed any other changes, because I'm also interested in hearing if there's something else you could do, like piggybacking, something else that we haven't discovered yet, that might help you, you know, that might be good strategically. I don't know, right? There could be other techniques and other strategies that we might be able to do in this particular, with these particular PvP mechanics. So I don't know. Do you think there's going to be another movement where a lot of people are saying bring back PvP or revert back to the old PvP? And last time Niantic listened, do you think they'll listen this time? If we do it, or do you think, are you okay with these changes? As I said, I'm for the most part okay. It's just that one switch thing that really gets to me. Again, I understand why they did it, but I'm not really a fan of it. So I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about it. I mean, this came just before the Timeless Cup, so once the Timeless Cup begins, I guess we'll be using these new PvP mechanics. But I am interested in knowing why Niantic insists on changing things up. I mean, we like PvP the way it is, don't we? So they don't necessarily have to change it up. I mean, some things are better, like adding new charge moves to old Pokemon. Obviously, we like that. We like adding old fast moves, maybe changing stats of Pokemon. That's totally understandable. But some things I don't understand why they necessarily have to change. But it is what it is, and yeah, I'm okay with these changes for the most part. But you know, I guess they'll hear feedback, and if the majority of players are not satisfied, maybe they'll tweak the changes, or maybe they will revert back to how it was. I really don't know what they'll do, but we'll have to find out. But as I said, Jokes and I just went in for some practice matches just to test the new features. We were doing recommended battles. We weren't doing ferocious or anything. We were just practicing. Like, we weren't even like making the best plays. We just wanted to see the new features, right? You know, so it's very interesting to see the new features and see what was going on. We actually win this one, so it was nice, I guess. I wasn't trying to win, but we do go ahead and win. And as you can see, as I mentioned, my screen gets darker. Again, that doesn't bother me, though. That's not going to bother anybody, I don't think. It's just like an interesting visual, I guess, you know. So we're going to jump into the last game, and we only play 4 games just to test out these features. Are going to be hit with a charge move. It's going to be a power punch. So also, guys, let me know if you notice that you have trouble switching as well. I'm not talking about during the charge attack animations. Like, do you feel like you have to stop attacking to switch, or can you switch and is it the same as how it's always been for you? So I definitely want to test out some more to see, but I just wanted to bring the news to you and let you know that if you updated the game, we do have the new changes. I have some friends that are saying there's no way I'm updating this game. There's no way I want these changes. I want to keep it to how it is. But eventually, we know Niantic, they're going to force the update, right? They always do. So eventually, we'll have to update for whatever reason. So you might as well just get it over with and update and practice with these new rules, because I don't think that most of them are that bad. Like when the icons are not invisible, but dull during it, that's a little bit annoying. Another thing to point out is the charge moves go away when your opponent is switching in. That's annoying. That's something I almost forgot to talk about. That is annoying, because it's kind of like if I have a charge move ready for their following Pokemon and then it disappears and I have to try to click on it repeatedly. It's a little bit annoying. But you're still able to get off your charge move immediately upon the Pokemon coming in. So it's okay. I'll take it. It's not as bad as how it's been in the past when they originally made new changes when we all complained, as I've mentioned before. So that I could also take, although, as I said, it is annoying. I prefer the old system. But, I think we all can survive with this one. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the majority of players won't like it. Maybe some of you will be okay with it. I don't know. So let me know your opinions down below. And that's going to conclude this video. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.